You begin your journey along that great mythical, muddy, but beautiful Mississippi River that transports you back to the past. Sprawling sugarcane fields and ancient oaks wind their way in and out of view. With each mile traveled along historic River Road, anticipation builds as to what lies around the next bend. Then when the moss-draped lanes lead to compelling stories waiting to be told, you know you've reached Louisiana's sweet spot. Here sits the crown jewel of Louisiana's River Road, Hummus House, an impeccably restored Greek Revival mansion estate, voted the top historic attraction in Louisiana. A grand home built in the early 1800s. Today it sits surrounded by 38 acres of picturesque gardens, tropical plants, and ponds. Next door, the newly opened Great River Road Museum chronicles 19th century life along the mighty Mississippi between New Orleans and Baton Rouge. By the time you cross the Sunshine Bridge, you're well immersed in 500 years of history filled with such diverse culture that you know you're somewhere you've never been before. But when the sights, sounds, tastes, and traditions of African, Spanish, French, German, Italian, Acadian, and Native American cultures come together in one place, you know you've reached Louisiana's sweet spot. In Donaldsonville, sacred structures stand as testaments to the area's diverse 200-year-old communities. Stories ooze from the walls of old meeting halls and Creole homes in Louisiana's second-largest historic district. The powerful spirit, soul, and heritage of the area's African-American community are captured in the special stories and exhibits of a nationally recognized museum. And through his colorful images, an acclaimed primitive artist depicts and commemorates daily life, historic events, spirituality, and local folklore. Acadian culture is woven throughout the art, music, and food of Ascension Parish and can be experienced in Sorrento's restored collections of authentic Acadian buildings, housing one-of-a-kind shops, artisan studios, galleries, and cafes. In this place where Caribbean rhythms overlap with jazz, zydeco, and blues, where soul food merges with French cuisine, and where Cajun meets Creole, your senses are indulged in all kinds of delicious ways. When the jambalaya spices and the scent of magnolias mingle in the air, you know you've reached Louisiana's sweet spot and Gonzales, the jambalaya capital of the world, home to the annual Jambalaya Festival and world champion Jambalaya Cook-Off. Once known as a legendary pirate hangout and center for pirate-traded goods, treasures in Ascension Parish today can be found in name brand and designer outlets and at unique specialty shops and boutiques. Nestled between New Orleans and Baton Rouge, straddling the Mississippi River and I-10, Ascension Parish, with its European, African, Canadian, Caribbean roots and historically rich past, is unlike any place to be found in America today. And when you arrive there, you know you've reached Louisiana's sweet spot.